I missed y'all. Bye. You didn't miss us?
That's fake.
No, I mean, not really. You want me to be honest?
No.
Okay. Well,
Not today.
I don't want to lie.
What are we talking about today?
Gaslighting.
You know, that's one.
No way.
Oh, man.
You really do feel like I'm gaslighting?
Well, you said it a minute ago that you trying to do.
No. Okay, so you were saying that, like, I'll say, oh, I'm sorry that you feel that way. That's not gaslighting to me.
Yes, it is, though.
It's like,
That's so, like, disrespectful. Like, if somebody says, like...
Okay, so what is the definition of gaslighting, though?
I really don't know the definition. I can just give you examples.
Okay.
Yeah.
well, I read it as like gaslighting versus respectable phrases.
Okay.
So like when you're talking to your friend and if you hurt if their feelings get hurt and you're like, oh, sorry you feel that way,
Mm-hmm.
that's kind of like gaslighting the situation. Like you don't really care how they feel. You're not taking into consideration.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're like, I apologize that I made you feel that way,
Right.
that's more of a respectable phrase. But I feel like to me, like, I do it without even realizing I do it. Because sometimes I'll be like, okay, well, that's you. You know what I mean? Like, it's not.
I'm not like I get a match and be like, let me light you up today. Like, no.
But it's the words you use. Like, let's say if you offend me, you're going to say, sorry if I offended you. How are you going to say if when I told you I offended you? You should say, respectfully, sorry that I offended you. Even though you didn't mean to, and even though you don't think that you offended me, you saying, sorry if I offended you, that's like really not taking accountability for your own actions.
Well, sometimes I don't want to take accountability.
Or maybe I just simply don't care.
Period.
If we were being honest about it.
Sometimes I get over it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, you and your students again today?
Yes. It's not toxic. Because why would you rather me be like, I don't know, like I guess I can play like devil advocate, because if I bring up something to somebody and they like, well, I'm sorry you feel that way, I'm be like, damn. But if that's just how you feel, this is how you feel. If you don't care, you don't care.
It just depends on the person. Like, if it's like a super sensitive person and I catch myself before I say it, I'll reword it. But like, but if it's like one of y'all, I'll just be like, girl, you alright?
No, because Asia's too sensitive for that. Asia's the big gaslighter, but if somebody gaslights her, she gonna get real mad. You know it too.
And that's what you were saying
because
just now. Huh?
I'm just like, okay, like I know that I'm sensitive.
Asia, we have
But
had
it's not
conversations where I've said stuff like that, and you literally didn't talk to me for days.
And that's my opposition.
Yeah, but like I think as a person who has a friendship or a relationship or wants to continue to have a friendship or relationship with somebody, it's important to let that other person know, hey, mother, that's not how you gonna say that. You gonna apologize to me too, respectfully.
Right.
Like, but if I just said,
what if she doesn't feel like you deserve an apology? Like,
because I don't fake apologies. I tell my students that I was like, if you honestly don't feel like they deserve an apology, you don't have to, but we have to respect boundaries and also understand how that person feels. But I definitely don't want to be perceived as I'm going around gaslighting people. I don't take account for my actions. I mean, not everything, but
if you have a store, I'll break into your store, take all your stuff, and we in court. And they say, is there anything you want to say to the victim of this crime? And I turn around, I don't feel like you need an apology.
That's just how
you don't, because you got money saved up.
But I mean, at the end of the day, like I can definitely, I've learned that people gonna say what they want to say. It might not be what you wanted to say, but it is what it is. And so
somebody's always asking for somebody. I need a real friend. I
Yeah.
need 100.
Yeah.
Like you start being 100, and it's like, oh man, you're always saying things that are on your mind.
Wait, I'm sorry. Asia over here agreeing because she gets mad at me when I keep it 100 with her.
Not necessarily. Nah, okay. I think it just depends on the thing. I think sometimes it just really depends on the topic. She want to pick and choose when I want to be real. Yes, because I can pick and choose. She just like I can pick and choose my outfits in the morning. I want to pick and choose when I can, when I don't.
No, you can't pick and choose how I'm gonna tell you stuff. You can't pick and choose the truth.
I get that, but we've had conversations before on how things are being said, like how they're being said, how we say things to each other. But overall, I don't think any of us just like to torch and on people. Like I can definitely say for myself, like I definitely take a step back before I say certain things now. But back then, definitely no. I probably had like the gas can, definitely in college. I don't care.
Yeah, I mean that's also one way I kind of like protect my own boundaries. I know, like with certain people, I'm gonna just hold back. Like I'm not gonna say exactly what I want to say or what's on my mind. I'm just gonna give you like the sugar-coated version to one, protect that other person's feelings and protect their relationship. Because I know sometimes the things that I say, people don't want to hear. What you laughing at? I'm just saying.
Like, did you just chew on the couch? Like,
no, I'm just listening.
I can't. I'll be quiet. Like if Asia say something, I'll be like, oh, okay.
But deep down, you know you want to say something.
Deep down, I got an essay I want to say.
Isn't it stressful though?
No, baby.
But
because that's her life.
No, but I always tell though, none of my other friends are like that. But I think that's why I have a hard time creating boundaries, because I don't want people to feel like they can't like say anything, or people say stuff and then it's kind of just like, if I say something then I'm being offensive, or why are you taking it that way? Well, you just said how you said or said what you said, and why can I not have a response? And so that's why I have a hard time creating boundaries, or not necessarily like, or I just don't say anything, because when I have a response, it's like, oh, why are you acting like that? Or, it's just like, well, I'm going to just let you rip on me and go, and I'm going to go on my road. Like, no, that's not fair to me. But as I grow, like, I always tell, at least like I want you to be honest with me no matter how bad it is, because sometimes you need to hear it. Yeah. Like, no matter how sensitive you might think I am or whatever, I need to hear it. I might not like it, but there might be something that you said that God needed me to hear from you. Right. And if you're not telling me that, then it's kind of just like, well, I'm going to let her walk around and still be stupid. That's just how I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? True. Like, and so, and me and her have been through plenty of situations where I just don't listen. And like, she's the person I come to, and she be like, well, I told you, and I'm like, okay, girl.
But some of those people have to, like, you have to go through that lesson to actually learn it. You can't even, like, just hear, like, oh, don't touch the stove, it's hot. And like, well,
I'm the one that will put my face on it. Like,
to you, it might be hot. To me, it might be warm.
Right.
So, do you have boundaries now?
I can say, like, at work, I definitely, like, that is one place where I'm just like, no. This is where I come from, like,
so what are your work boundaries?
6:45.
Because you drink with your coworkers, so like, what are your work boundaries? You do, like me. I'm not like, I drink with my coworkers.
She's not drinking while she teaches your kids.
So like, after hours,
that's what I'm saying. So what are your work boundaries?
Well, because it's not only my second year, so a lot of times, not a lot of times, but at times people feel like, oh, I can just tell her to do this and she's going to do it. No, because if I don't understand what you're presenting to me, I'm the one that has to go teach my students this. So therefore, no. Like, there's been times I've told people no. Or,
that's a strong word.
Yes, it is. And they're just like,
no is a sentence. No is a full sentence.
Yes.
In Spanish and English.
French too.
Yes.
No. Yeah.
Yes. I think honestly that's like my thing, just at work, just saying no. No, I don't have time for it. No, I don't want to do that. No. No.
Yeah.
Sorry, no. Really not even sorry.
I was just gonna say, you put the sorry on?
No. No. But I don't know. It's just definitely just saying no at work, because that's like, I'm there all day, every day. Yeah. So whole summer is booked for education. So
Yeah, it's true.
I think this, honestly, that's like my biggest, like my bad. Also, not coming home and doing work. I only had to do like that reading academy, like that was it. But that was a hard boundary. But that's like a boundary that I said, like just coming home and like really catering to myself.
Mm-hmm.
Like just doing things that makes me happy. So it's just definitely that. Not checking work emails at night, like that's a boundary. But
Work at work.
yeah, work is at work, home is
Yeah.
at home, because what I do now can affect me later,
Yeah.
and I don't, I want to have kids, so it's kind of just like I don't want my kids to be like, you're always working,
Yeah.
like that's not fair to them.
Yeah.
So. But I think just with people and like friendships and stuff like that, like it's hard, I guess, a little bit to me, because again, like anytime I say something, people just feel like, like it's like a negative thing about it. So I just, you want to rip one, open close, like it is what it is. So yeah.
Do you have boundaries?
I mean, my work boundaries. I mean, at my current job, I've gotten really close, like with my leader right above me, and she follows me on Instagram and knows about my business, and I'm like, now I gotta be careful, like what I post, like on my Instagram story and stuff, like everything going close friends now. But with others, like at my job, like we went out for karaoke one day, and I totally got shit-faced. Never again.
Shit-faced.
But in my defense, HR was buying them shots. So, in my defense, it was my other manager who was like, yo, you want a drink? We were buying drinks. My bill was so expensive that night. But after that, every time we all like get together in the office, they always ask me if we're going out. I say no.
Mm-hmm.
They always ask me, what's the mood for the weekend? My house, like nothing. Like I'm just eating outside here. The only reason I'm cool with like my supervisor, because her and I are gotten real close and stuff, so I'm okay with letting her in a little bit. But everybody else, no. Like not even dating at work. Don't flirt at work. No, nobody, no more. I done been there, done that. No, because no more. I used to, but no more.
You used to what? Date at work?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like my very first job when I was young. But my first
job
was at a restaurant. I worked there for like what, 7 years? Who else was I supposed to date?
Your first job?
That was my first job.
Oh, okay.
That was my first job.
Yeah.
Why you say it like that? Dang.
She was like, your first job?
Your first job, you dated someone?
Dated?
Is
Yeah.
that what you...
That was dated?
So what other boundaries do you have?
I'm just saying. There's a difference between dated and talked to.
There is.
That's a boundary in itself. Because you ain't finna say you dated me and
What?
And I bought my own drinks and food. What? That's a coffee date. Like what? No. But I mean, my own personal boundaries have been like my own mental headspace. It's hard for me to separate work from work because I'm always working and I work from home.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like I'll be in the bed at night and check my Outlook to see if I got any work emails like at 1 a.m. and be like, oh crap, they responded. Some of my coworkers do too. Like they'll email me at 3 a.m. Like, what are y'all up working?
Yeah. Y'all don't sleep?
I guess not. Like we'll get emails from each other at 6, 4, 3 in the morning all the time.
Oh, wow.
And I'm just like, y'all, we gotta turn this off. I think a big boundary that I had to set, I turned my apps on my phone off. Like Teams, I don't get notifications for them. So if I'm on vacation and all hell's breaking loose, you gotta call me to tell me. I'm not gonna hop in and be like, oh my god, I can help. No.
I'm like that too though. Like my phone goes on do not disturb at 8:30. Like anybody. It doesn't matter who. My kids are in my house.
Yeah.
Like,
That's all that matters.
Right.
Nobody else is gonna try to reach me. My phone is on Do Not Disturb at 8:30.
Mine at 10:30.
And like people respect that. Like they know. Like I've had text message like, we know your phone's on Do Not Disturb, but check this tomorrow. You know, like so people know. But
and that's one thing. Like, and sometimes I have to realize I have to respect other people's boundaries because I know her phone could be on Do Not Disturb. But 8 o'clock, the sun's still up, so I'm
right.
waking her up. That's what I'm saying. I'm still texting her like, hey, and notify anyway. Like, I'm like, it's gonna go through.
It does.
And she'll be like, "Are you okay?" Yeah, I'm fine. I just want to talk to you.
Right. I'm not sleepy. I still got like 5 hours.
She be in the bed.
I be in the
She be
bed.
like, hello.
She's like, what are you doing? I'm just watching TV. And you know I'm gonna fall asleep because you can hear it in my voice. It's just like I have to separate myself from like what I've done that day. Like set my own boundaries to just relax and restart and refresh. And even my kids know, like, especially during the school year, 8:30, the house is quiet. Like, of course we have those nights where we, turned up, but like,
It just seems so early. It just seems so early. But I mean, I can go to bed at 2 in the morning, wake up at 4:30.
so yeah, we not all built like that.
Yeah, and also you have kids too, so I'm pretty sure they have to have like respectable like
But
bedtime.
don't your kids be up too?
No. When Zakiah hits that bed,
Maybe I forgot what day it was. Zakiah was asleep before anybody had took a bath. That girl took a bath before anybody, and we just heard snoring. I was like,
my house knows like no iPads, no cell phones, no PlayStation. Like, let's get quiet. Y'all done ate dinner. Everything's good. Now we're at summer, so like people be up till crazy hours. But
what's crazy? 10 o'clock?
no, Jamie's been on that video game lately to like sometimes 1-2 o'clock.
Oh,
And Zakiah like playing. She has her little channel or whatever. So sometimes she's recording like midnight. And I'm just like,
Right.
like, that's probably the only boundary that I have though. Is just that. Other than that,
Do you have like boundaries with your family members?
Baby, I got walls.
in my head, I was like,
bricks.
I was like,
Every day we.
yeah, cause my family like, so my mom and dad are no longer around, but like my sister and my cousin, like my sister was stressed. And, like, it's not for you to stress. Like, let me live life and see what's going on, figure it out, and we'll move on. If I want to tell you, I'm gonna tell you. If I don't, it's all right.
Right.
I think my mom had to learn that because I don't even tell her when I travel sometimes. Like,
your mom be quick to hop on a plane.
yeah,
What?
like
At the gate.
when I
Remember
was
when she went to Mexico?
I
so serious.
yeah, but I didn't tell her until the week of until I knew it was too late for her to buy any tickets.
She was ready.
Because like my mom is very protective. It's just the 3 of us. Like, sorry, the 4 of us. My little brother too. For the longest it was the 3. For 15 years it was just the 3 of us. Okay.
Yeah.
But it was just crazy because my mom could tell something be wrong in my voice, and that's when I was just like, just be on the phone and be quiet then, because I don't really like to disclose it to my mom because my mom will take that burden onto herself and try to figure it out. She'll stress about it. She'll text me the next day about it. And I don't want that with my mom. Like, I don't already got a lot going on. Even with my sister and stuff. Like, there's a lot of things that I haven't told my family just to protect them, and I don't want them to worry. Like, and y'all saw how my mom was when I had COVID. Like, she was ready to come out here. Now I had to tell her, I was like, she's gonna come out here for us so you can catch it too.
Right. It's like once you tell them something, they just dig and dig, and they want to know more and more.
That's why when I broke up with my long-term boyfriend of 5 years, 5-6 years, I did not tell my parents, and I met my father at 21.
So
What? I met him like. No, but I met my father at 21, and I didn't tell him or I didn't tell my mom that we broke up. And I don't know how she found out. I think she just went on Facebook and looked at our relationship status. And she called me one day.
I remember that.
Yeah, she called me one day. She's like, "Why did your thing say single?" And Jacqueline said, interested in women. What's going on?
I'm gonna say, did it say it's complicated?
I know.
It said single.
Ooh.
And I was like, well, we broke up. When? What happened? Who did what?
Not the essay question.
Yeah, like,
Right.
I didn't want to disclose that. I didn't want to talk to my mom about it because, like, I didn't talk to anybody about it. I think I may have, like, talked to you two about it, like, briefly, but, like, in depth. I don't think I haven't really disclosed, like, why we finally just, like, broke up. Like, it was just a lot. Like, that was a boundary because, one, I don't like telling people the deepest stuff that happens in my relationships because y'all gonna remember. Especially this one. She gonna remember and hold it for the next 10 years and be mad for the next 10 years. But I didn't forgave 10 years ago.
True. I forgive, but just now. You do it again.
She forgive.
You do it again.
At the last meeting, what were we just
Yeah,
talking
remember that?
about?
What?
Okay.
About that one person?
Don't say no names.
De Niro.
Ooh. You know it's you.
What's De Niro in English?
You know. He was like, still? And y'all friends?
Yeah, see?
And she's like, it's okay, it doesn't affect me. And she's like,
Please.
oh yeah.
Dang.
They owe me the name?
Yeah.
I almost hit this mic.
Trigger.
No, but for real. See?
That's a boundary I said.
Yes.
I don't loan certain people money, and one, I don't loan past like something I know you can't pay back. Like if I know you don't got a job and you DoorDash every couple weeks and you ask me for $1,000 and say you gonna pay me back in a week, I'm not giving that to you.
I don't care if I know you're gonna get it back. I'm not gonna give it to you. I'm sorry.
You gonna guilt trip me?
That's the boundary that I got. What? When it comes to finances, things that go on in my house, or like anything that an adult should be taking care of themselves, I'm not helping you. I will give you advice.
Right.
I will try to figure out something out so like you can get what you need, but for me to go to my bank account and pull it out and give it to you.
Yeah, no. I can put that on my boundaries down.
Yeah.
Now. Like
I've always been like that.
I gotta put my hand on the stove. We talked about this. I gotta put my hand on the stove.
You jump
What's
into the
hot tea
fire.
might be warm to me.
Right.
That's true.
How do y'all try to really protect y'all's boundaries on a daily basis though?
I don't hang out with a lot of people.
I don't know why I wasn't expecting you to say that.
But I don't, like, that's how I have to protect it, like.
Is it people that you've had to cut off?
Oh, yeah. There's people I want to cut off now, but I can't. But, yeah.
Why can't you?
I was wondering the same thing.
That's a topic for a different day.
All right.
But, yeah.
As long as these people ain't sitting on the couch. We over it.
I'm over y'all already, but it's only 2 days in.
Nah. But, like, I don't hang out with a lot of people. Like, I try to surround myself with. My goal this year was to meet new people, and like that's in a different bracket than me, and I've done that. So like within those certain people that I've met, I'm okay with those certain people. And then once I get to a level where those people are no longer like
Serving you?
No, I don't want to say serving me, but
benefiting, pouring into you.
Yeah, like where it starts becoming negative, then I'll know like okay, like our time has come. Like of course we'll make some lifelong friendships out of that, but like some of those people will turn into like to burdens, you know. And that's,
definitely, that's how you
like,
protect your mental headspace.
Yeah.
I didn't really. I tell Asia all the time. I don't care how long we've known each other, how whatever. I will block you and without a warning, and that is how I have to protect my own mental headspace and my emotional boundaries.
If you block me.
I know you will, but like.
But it's true. You have to block those certain kind of people because it becomes toxic.
And that's one thing I hate is when I realize I'm in a toxic cycle with somebody. That's when I'm like, all right, block.
Yeah,
Block. I don't delete the thread because sometimes if I want to unblock them, I got to go back to the thread to realize why I had to block you.
Yeah.
But there's people that I thought would be in my life for a lifetime. I ain't talked to them in a couple of years now. That's on purpose.
Yeah.
But I mean, Asia, you're different though. You a reoffender.
So sweet.
You every time you try to leave, something keep pulling you back. You back. I need you in my life. It was meant to be. That's how you are, lady.
And you're very sweet. Like, so, like, how do you protect your boundaries? Like,
or do you think you protect your boundaries?
I think, like, because we talked about it, and, like, I was really, like, this, like, past, like, week was my assignment, like, for myself, like, seeing how I can create boundaries and stuff like that. I guess, I don't know, like I said, I am a repeat offender, but like she said, like, you have to go back and be like, this is why I stopped talking to them.
yeah.
But also,
But you go back and talk to them.
I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, like, I do, but I tell myself that what,
People change.
right, and there's a reason why you feel like you had to withdraw. And so just don't let that happen again, to where you allow that to happen so they could think it's okay to cross that line.
Because what is it? Fool me once, shame on me.
Mm-hmm.
Fool me twice,
No,
shame
fool
on
me
you.
once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me ain't gonna get fooled again.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But with that, I believe when somebody even gaslights you, you check them on it, or crosses a boundary with you and you check them on it, and you kind of pull back from that person, that person kind of realizes what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you start talking back to them again,
Mm-hmm.
they're not going to pick up where they left off and start doing that right over there. They're going to get you cool.
Right.
They're going to get you fully, like, trustworthy,
right,
and stuff. And out of nowhere, it may take like a year, that person's going to do the same thing that hurt you in the beginning.
right.
Like,
That's why I say everybody relapses. It doesn't matter what it is. Drugs, attitude, it doesn't matter.
What's that thing I've been
money.
seeing? You let somebody shenan once, they're going to shenan again.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why I just, like, some people I knew, like, that would take advantage of that. They would just keep coming back and doing the same thing. Like, with that person I was dealing with out of state,
Mm-hmm.
that's how we were. We would get in arguments, cut each other off. We would cut each other off for weeks, months. Come back and be like, hey, I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. We start talking about it again, and then next thing you know, switch.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo.
That was like a 2-day switch. It wasn't even like an effort of trying on
Yeah.
that person's part.
It would be
like,
such a quick switch,
Mm-hmm.
and like next thing you know, I'm the bad guy.
yeah, maybe
Right.
he was bipolar.
I think he had trust issues, abandonment issues, self-esteem issues, and probably bipolar. Had to be.
Yeah.
But that's why a lot of it, like, it's a lot with cutting people off and cutting things out too. You just gotta get over it.
Mm-hmm.
Big facts.
Yeah.
Big
That's
facts.
gonna be alright.
Yeah. I'm definitely gonna work on gaslighting though. Like, I'm gonna try not to gaslight as much anymore.
I feel like that. I'm not trying to be offensive, but I feel like that would be difficult for you because that's how you naturally talk sometimes.
Yeah.
So what are we gonna do in the future, guys?
Speak our minds gracefully. Unless you need me to rip one. For real. Because I'll rip one real quick. I'll light the torch. Coming with the gas can.
Here's the light.
Hold this, please.
Is there a boundary that you realize that keeps getting crossed within your life that you're trying to just want to be over it?
How I'm trying to see how I can write this. without-
See how you thinking it.
How people treat me at times. because especially like on a male perspective, because there's a male that's like, I love this about you, I love your mind, like you're it, like, you know, but you want to continue to shenanigan like you said. So it's like, you know, I realize like I allow people to cross those lines, and because like it's just like, all right, like, you know, whatever. So I think that's just like what I'm over. And like, you know, at church they talk, the sermon was like, I won't complain, and he was just like talking about singleness and stuff like that. And you know, just really just, it just really put like things like in a different perspective of like what I am allowing men to do, because I make it comfortable for them to do it. Mm-hmm. So I think that's just like what I'm like ironing out, hashing out now, like just with particular people. But I've also told myself like there are some things that right now that I am comfortable with, because that's just what it is. Yeah. And when I get to a point to where like, all right, like yeah. So I think that's what it is, but it can't be like a whole bunch of like it going on, even if it's just like texting. I'm not dating anybody, but even just like texting, I'm not, no, like we're good. Mm-hmm. Have a good day. Like, so I think just that's like the biggest thing that like I'm working on, just how just the boundaries that some of these of those feel like it's okay to cross.
I think my huge boundary that I'm trying to get over, or that I'm really just fed up with myself, is my boundary in like setting like a time to go to bed. Like, I think that's a huge problem that I have.
Yes.
Because I'll stay up watching reruns. I'll stay up on my computer. I'll fall asleep on the couch. And then the nights I do make it to my bed and actually try to get a good night's sleep, I oversleep. So I think that's a huge boundary that I need to set for myself. Like cutting off screen time, actually sticking to my daily routine, and creating those certain boundaries for me. Like if somebody calls me at like a certain time and I know my phone's on Do Not Disturb, I'm not gonna call them back. Mm-hmm. Like I need to set that boundary for myself, mm-hmm. and that's what I'm trying to get over.
Because if it was an emergency, you'll call 911.
Okay. I'm gonna call 911, then I'm gonna call you.
You're right.
Yeah, when you call the doctors, if this is an emergency, please hang up and dial 911.
Right.
That's true.
I definitely agree. You do need your sleep friend, because she was in here. I was laid out on the couch. Are you here?
Yeah.
She whipping out.
Oh, I was dyeing hair throughout the night.
That's all I heard with that bowl mixing all the way up to 8 o'clock in the morning. What are you doing? I'm used to
You and me both, okay? I don't have no boundaries that I need to reset, because
Nothing that you over, or you trying to get over it?
No, because if it gets to a point where I'm over it, I just remove it. You know? Yeah. Remove it. If I know it's breaching my boundaries, I'm not going to deal with it. You know, I don't need that stress right now. So I know I'm good. Yeah, I don't have any boundaries. Maybe I'll find someone and be like, oh, I can work on this, but like right now, no.
Yeah. That's good. I love this, guys.
Yeah. Me too.
Good stuff. Good talk. Yeah. Well, y'all, thanks for joining us. Follow us on social media platforms.
Like, share, subscribe,
comment
below
what you want to see us talk about next.
Yeah. So next time, see ya.